Alright, well, as you can see, it is a gorgeous, nearly 70-degree day here in New Jersey, and winter is finally over, so the ski rack came off, and now we've got an open roof rack that we are going to need some space for us to start going out on some of our bigger road trips and our camping trips. And so that is why I am especially excited today to share the folding collapsible rooftop carrier by 3DMats, as well as the portable tire mounted table that is perfect for tailgating or camping or even just using while you're supercharging. So stick with me, I'm going to get these things set up and let's drive.
Let's ride.
Alright, so first off, I'm super excited to try these two things out. 3DMats is absolutely one of my favorite companies and the #1 recommendation that I make to Tesla drivers for floor mats and seat protectors. We've been using them in our Model Y here, the full set of floor mats, which I love because they're custom molded and hold on to all the food that the kids spill. And they are also perfect at staying still thanks to the spider weave technology in the bottom of them, which is not Velcro, so it doesn't rip the fabric, but it sticks right to it and they never move around at all, which is fantastic. And we also really love the back seat protectors that we put underneath the kids' seats that have kept them from getting all scratched up and dirtified from our 3 kids that are always crawling around back there. So I know that the things that they make are super high quality, and I am really excited to upgrade the carrying capacity of our Model Y with this rooftop carrier. We're definitely going to need this on some of our trips because with all 3 kids in the back, it means we can't put the seats down, so we're limited to just the trunk and the front. There's still a good amount of space in the Model Y, but for some of the bigger stuff, it'll be nice to be able to put it in here, especially when we get to beach season and need to move around our 5 sets of beach chairs and umbrellas and buckets and shovels and kites and everything else that these kids make us drag around. Alright, so I'm going to get it set up. Looks like it's super easy. There's only a couple parts here, so I'm going to get this on there. Alright, now I would say installation of this is pretty simple. You've got this bracket and bolts and nut that you use to attach it. And basically, this goes underneath the bar of the roof rack. The bolts go up and there's a little kind of notch that you slide these into up there, and then just slide it forward, that holds it in, and then twist the nuts here to get it nice and tight. So on my particular roof rack here, I found that the right spacing is with one all the way back and then the front one sort of in the middle. Alright, so I got that slid in there now, and I'm just going to tighten it, and that's going to hold it right in. Okay, so we've got that on now, and that looks just like that. And that will hold it on. And we've got a nice aerodynamic shape, which I think is going to help us with efficiency while we're driving and not lose so much range, which is definitely important with a big rooftop carrier like this, because especially with an EV, the increased aerodynamic drag on the car is what will cost you the most range, especially on a long road trip, driving at highway speeds. So I think this should be quite good, but we'll test it out. And I'll get the whole thing installed, and we will also go do a noise test. Now, one thing I like about this is just how easy it is to access the inside. Now you've got a dual zipper here, and it's very easy to open up the sides. And then you just have this elastic part that is weather resistance. Keep all of your stuff inside nice and dry. And it just opens up like that, and now we've got easy access to the inside. You can do it from both sides. And you've got this sort of neoprene-y, rigid material that will hold it up while you're driving. Alright, and now we've got the table installed too. So this was super easy. It just folds up and you basically just flip out this bar. It goes into the tire well here and sits just on top of or beside the tire and kind of locks in there. Oh yeah, go ahead Arla, put some stuff on here, show how well it holds. Yeah. Is that
need to open it.
Nice and sturdy? Yeah. makes it easy for us to work on stuff. So this is going to be perfect for camping, tailgating, who knows, just hanging out here in the driveway maybe. And it's got adjustable legs so it'll fit any car's height.
I can't. I need to open it.
Alright, and let's see how sturdy it is, Arla. Is it nice and strong? Yeah, alright, perfect. Nice and sturdy too. So it holds one almost 3-year-old. Alright, you good? Not recommended though. Alright, so that is gonna really up our camping and tailgate game. Now, what I really like about this is that since both of these items are universal, not only designed for the Tesla, they'll actually work on pretty much any car with roof racks and will fit on any reasonably sized car's wheel. So that one I didn't even have to adjust the wheel for this versus the Tesla. It was kind of exactly the same height. And on here, it actually locks in even a little bit better because the wheel well is deeper. And then the roof rack, super easy to get up there and twist it on even more easily, I'd say, than the Tesla because these racks are a little bit higher so you can get your hand under there easier. So this is going to be a game changer for us in our trips. All right, we are heading onto the highway and doing a little bit of a test here of the roof rack. So you can definitely hear it. We're at about 50 miles an hour right now, and so we definitely hear it a little bit, but I would say the frame itself isn't moving at all. It's just kind of the front fabric part of it is kind of bouncing a little bit. So I think probably if you actually had stuff in there, it might be even less. But I would say it's not bad or anything. It's not like distracting or problematic. Just a little bit extra noise. So I'll check what our consumption is on this drive when we get to the destination and see if we see that noticeable difference in efficiency because of that extra drag or not. But all right, here we're gonna get up to about 65 here, more or less, and let's see if we notice anything different. Because that's usually about the.
I feel like it's the same amount of noise as when the ski racks are in there.
Yeah. All right, and I just gave it a kind of a kick of acceleration to merge on here, and it didn't move around or anything, which is good. So at least we're nice and secure. Yeah, I would actually think that's probably a little bit quieter than the skis even. It's not like, not whistling as much. All right, and that's about where I would put the autopilot speed on a long highway road trip. All right, and here's our consumption for the trip. So less than projected even. And not really much to infer from that. Let's look at the trip. Okay, so 325 watt hours per mile, which is on the high side, but our average is 286 since we've had the car and 284 since our last charge. So that's about our normal here. So definitely higher than that, but some of that could be driving. Some of it could just be the composition of the trip itself. Hard to say exactly. We'll have to do a little bit longer range test as well, but you can see aerodynamics definitely do affect our efficiency. All right, now if you want to get your own set of the 3DMats flexible collapsible rooftop carrier and the portable tire desk from 3DMats, I will have the link to both in the description below, and make sure to use my code so that you can save on your order. And if you're interested in also picking up what I think are, without a doubt, the best floor mats for the Tesla and many other cars as well, check out 3DMats as well. All right, so together, these two items are definitely gonna up our road trip, camping, tailgating game, and I can't wait for the summer to get here for us to really put these to the test on a beach trip. I like that the roof rack opens from both sides also, which will make it really easy to clean all of the sand and dirt and stuff out after a beach day. And we can keep stuff up there and not in the trunk where it's gonna get even dirtier. And then our table here, I think we're certainly gonna use when we go to some football games for tailgating. Well, with that, I wanted to thank 3DMats so much for sending these items to me to review, and I'll do some updates on them as we go throughout the summer too. In the meantime, if you got any questions about them, definitely let me know. And please do like or subscribe if you enjoyed this. Got plenty of other Tesla accessory review videos as well. and you don't want to miss any of that. So with that, I'll see you out there on the road.